In third place, it's NUKE. I really love playing NUKE. I really love calling on NUKE. I think the map is so much about the mind games and now thinking, outsmarting your opponent, that I really like doing this or trying to do this. Sometimes it doesn't work. And yeah, like I feel really comfortable on that map, and it's like, you know, trying to play chess with other in-game leaders, basically.
NUKE is also a map I like. It's alright, but yeah, it's different than before on some aspects. Like the work that Valve did on that map is pretty good because it changed the map a lot and the strategic part.
Then I would go for NUKE.
Everyone's like starting to figure out is actually like really fun to play, and it's a good map, and there's so many like different like variations you can do with like outside and the vents and everything. And I think it's easily the most creative map that we have in Counter-Strike. I think Overpass is underrated. I think like there's a lot of great things about Overpass. I think teams are just starting to explore that more in the online meta.
I don't like Overpass because I have never played it in my life with any of the teams I've ever been in, and it's just an insta-ban for me for the last 6 years.
Then I would go for Overpass.
It's a different map than the others. It's way bigger. I don't know, all the strategic part is changing a lot. I'm discovering a few things again and again. I have a good feeling with the map, and it's always been. So yeah, I really do like Overpass. Well, the Inferno didn't change for forever. I mean, only maybe the banana a little bit, but not much. Yeah, I don't know. It's not I don't like it, just I like the other more.
Even though it's a great map, it always produces great matches. Like on a personal level, I never really felt myself super comfortable playing the map, CT or T side. In general, you know, like kind of like shocks. Even brought the 6th player to replace him on this map.
And I would go for Inferno.
Inferno, it's also like one of the most played maps.
I mean, if I had to pick the worst one, I think I would go with Vertigo. I just feel like it's a little bit one-dimensional in the sense of how the map can be played. I mean, there are things you can do, and the meta has definitely evolved a lot, but I guess it's also because it's like the newest one. But I don't know, if I had to pick one, I would go with Vertigo.
The very worst would be like Vertigo, I think. It's just, I was like starting to like enjoy like a little bit, but like after watching like the recent matches on Vertigo, it's actually terrible. And I think there's like a lot more variety to like train in terms of like what you can do. But Vertigo is just like, it needs to go. It was, Valve like tried something new, and I think people can respect that, but it's not meant to be like in the professional scene.
It's a good map and all, it's interesting, but it's pretty like, it's a small map and it doesn't really have so much like tactical depth into it. So for me, the map should have never like even been in the map pool at all.
Vertigo is like I really do like. Changing maps is something fun because you need to work on it, and yeah, it's pretty fun to have new things on CS. Vertigo has been working the right way. At the beginning, it was pretty shit. But no, for me, it's a good map. It's a really competitive map, and as you might see, it's played a lot. So yeah, it's fun map. I do like Vertigo. So the worst is pretty easy for me. It's Train. I don't know. I never felt good on that map ever. I don't know. I don't really. I have no feeling with the map, and I never had. So yeah, in the trash.
Actually, on CT side, I enjoy it quite a lot. I enjoy playing the B-bomb site on CT. It's my least favorite out of all the maps I like, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't have really anything bad to say it. I like the other maps more than Train.
I really like Train because, I mean, for me, I feel like there's so much you could do. You can mess with the other teams' like mind a lot, so I don't know. Train is also a classic map, obviously, but there's a lot of specifics that you have to know to play it well, so it's a hard map to play at a high level, but in my opinion, it's really fun.
And it's obvious, like, worst two for me would be Vertigo and Train. The 5th map for me would be Dust 2. It's the very original one, but being the very original one, it's very one-dimensional, and there's only so much you can do. So there's not much creativity.
And then, of course, at number one spot, I'm sure no one is surprised, is Dust 2. It's the favorite map of my team. I know it for sure. All our positions, like role-wise and everything, fit really good on Dust 2, and this is why we pick it most of the time. Even though sometimes we lose on it, it's still like in our comfort zone, and really enjoy playing it.
Well, Dust 2, why Dust 2? Because Dust 2 has always been a French map of the wall. It's a really good map. I mean, I don't know, the strategic part don't change that much, but with the little things that Valve did, I think it's getting better. The map is good. I feel like also the strategic way of the map is changing a little bit. So year by year, it's getting better. New strategic part. It's not city-sided. It's not T-sided. It changed because of the meta, and that's what makes it a really good map for my POV.
I would go Dust 2 first, then Mirage. You can play fast and aggressive. There's a lot of ways to use aggression to your advantage, and I think it's the two maps that I have the most fun on, so that's kind of why I picked those two. Okay, so Dust 2 and Mirage would have to be my top two probably favorite ones.
Fourth would be Mirage. I think it's becoming kind of bland. It's becoming the new Dust 2, you know? Dust 2 is kind of falling off. Mirage is taking over the OG Counter-Strike map now.
I would go with Mirage. It's the same than Train. The strategic part is really easy. Either map control, either a fake map control to go A or B. I mean, it's FPL map, to be honest.
Mirage has always been a great map for me, in the past 6 years. I really enjoy the map. It's like a PUG map, and I've always been a PUGgy player. I came from FPL, and basically all I've known my whole life is just playing PUGs and playing 10 maps per day, and 9 of those would be Mirage. So yeah, it's a map I'm pretty attached to, and I don't think I will ever stop playing that map.